Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is TJ and today I'm going to be showing you guys some of the best low-end shaders to use for Minecraft 1.19 in celebration of 1.19 just being dropped. These are some of the easiest to run and best looking shaders that you can possibly use. So I really hope you guys enjoy the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, comment down below which one's your favorite, and let's just get straight into the video. Alrighty, the first shader of the video is Sildur's Vibrant Shaders, and this is an incredible shader pack that gives a super realistic and stunning look to Minecraft. So this shader essentially revamps the lighting systems in Minecraft, adding bloom, volumetric lighting, ambient occlusions and reflections. This shader is also very lightweight and highly customizable, so even a complete potato PC could run it. So if you have a low-end PC that can't run some of the high resolution shaders, this would be a perfect shader for you because the look of it compares to some of those shaders. Personally, I just absolutely love how the shader gives this pinky blue texture to water. I think it gives this real fantasy look and it's absolutely stunning and adorable. Also, the clouds in the sky look very realistic, and there's realistic waves to all sorts of plants blowing in the wind, so there's just too many things to love about this shader, so I'd highly suggest downloading it. Next up we have Chocupic V8 shaders, and this is a series of shaders ranging from better default to ultra. So there are different versions of this shader with different resolutions. So right now in this video I am using high, but if you had a lower end PC you could use medium or better default, or even high if you can manage to run it. But this shader is absolutely incredible. It gives a really good detail to everything, especially fog is an outstanding factor, and you can actually customize the inner workings of this shader as well at the cost of performance. Personally, I have a fairly low-end PC. My PC isn't amazing by any sense, but I'm running the high version of this shader, so there's a good chance it would work for you as well. Next up we have YoFPS Shader, and this is a shader that is an edit of Chocupic 13, and this focuses on quality and performance. So this is probably the best no-lag shader out there, and it comes at a slight cost of visuals. You might notice that in comparison to other shaders in this video, this one looks a bit more similar to vanilla Minecraft, especially in the water and the blocks. But due to the lack of features and amazing optimizations, you should expect this shader to run at just a little FPS less than Minecraft without shaders. So this shader is incredibly easy to run. You could run it on any low-end PC, so it wouldn't be an issue for you. And personally, I think the night sky has a beautiful look in this shader. There's a really nice wave in the wind for leaves, and then the water in the shader is also a really nice light tropical color that's absolutely stunning. Alrighty, now we have waving plants, and so guys, if you have a PC that is literally like the worst PC in existence, it can probably still run this shader. The only real change that this shader makes is making all of the plants in the game wave around and blow in the wind realistically. So this shader obviously is super easy to run, so you would have to have a literal Nokia phone, like one of those things, to not be able to run this shader. But even though the shader is super easy to run, it gives a really nice realistic look to all of the plants waving in the game, so I'd highly recommend downloading it if you have a low-end PC. Alrighty, the last shader of the video is T shaders, and this is essentially a step up from the previous waving plants shader, and this is a vanilla themed shader that makes a lot of little changes to the game, as well as predominantly changes to water, leaves and grass, and lighting. So you'll notice in the shader that there is a really nice wave effect in the water, and this is one of the primary things that the shader introduces, as well as waving plants similar to the last shader, and then the lighting in the shader is optimized to different biomes and is really realistic as well. With all of these vanilla shaders that make fewer changes in comparison to the other shaders, these shaders are much easier to run, so you really wouldn't have much of an issue running this shader no matter what type of low-end PC you have, so I'd highly suggest downloading it also. Alrighty guys, that brings us to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. I put a lot of effort into this video to make it as helpful as possible and of course as aesthetic as possible. So I really hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment down below if you have any questions or which shader was your favorite. I love you guys a lot. Feel free to check out my other videos and I'll see you in the next video.